Join me in welcoming Nicolette Tselikis.
My first day teaching swim lessons, I was so nervous I could puke. I was seriously second-guessing if I could even swim myself. This cute little girl with pink sparkly Crocs and a big smile on her face comes up to me, greets me, we get in the water. I'm about to ask her what color mermaid tail she has, and then she looks me straight in the face and asks me, "What is that giant red mountain on your face?" Okay, nice. I just continued with the lesson and awkwardly laughed, but then she hit me with another one. Oh, there's actually 3. Maybe teaching swim lessons isn't for me anyways. I tried to remind myself that kids can be mean in a joking way, but then I remembered that kids have no filter and say the absolute truth. So when I got home that night, I sat at my vanity and really just stared at my reflection. Is this what people think of me? Don't worry, it doesn't keep me up at night anymore, but it definitely had me thinking, not about the pimple, because life could be worse, but just the fact that people are actively making opinions of my appearance in their head, creating their own perceptions of me. Although this kid made it really easy and just kind of slapped me across the face with her comment, I bet every person in here has at least once wondered what others think of them. It's not always in a way in which we rely on it or stress over it, but just wonder about it. We all subconsciously take action to be perceived in a certain way, whether it's through fashion, verbiage, the way in which we carry ourselves. It can literally be anything. But don't worry, because people don't actually think about you 24/7. We look at ourselves, care for ourselves, and think about ourselves so much, we start to believe we are the center of the universe. People are inherently egocentric from childhood in order to protect themselves from danger. When you're thinking of yourself, the medial prefrontal cortex becomes activated, which is essential for survival-related decision-making. This can lead to the uprising of cognitive biases, such as the optimism bias, overestimating positive outcomes for yourself, the egocentric bias, overestimating your contributions or importance, and the self-serving bias, attributing all success to yourself and neglecting external factors. Although these biases are essential for brain function, they can be extremely consuming and exhausting. However, they are not specific to people with skin issues and can arise in our daily life. Just to give some context to these ideas, let's say you're having a movie night with your friends and you want to order pizza. You insist that the pizza has to be double cheese. It comes, everybody loves it, and you proudly admit, whoever decided on double cheese pizza is seriously awesome. Everyone's agreeing with you, your ego's inflating by the minute, you're getting ready to patent your order, and then Brody butts in, and he says, "I'm not a fan of the double cheese. I honestly think it makes the pizza pretty soggy, and there should have been pepperoni on this." Then you clap back, "I literally told the pizza guy to put pepperoni on the pizza, so whose fault is that?" Why did you say that? You were about to die on that double cheese hill. When everyone agreed with you, you took all the credit. But when your opinion created opposition, you blamed others. Do you really care that Brody isn't a cheese guy? No. You just really care about yourself and your opinions, and you react to protect those things. But how can the condition of our skin change the way we believe others perceive us? A study by M.A. Gupta entitled Psychological Aspects of Common Skin Diseases delved into this issue by drawing data from meta-analysis, including cross-sectional surveys and clinical assessments, in order to create a review article that addresses the issue. It turns out, skin conditions don't just result in flakiness or breakouts. They send echoes through your brain that can negatively impact your hormones and immune system. The constant embarrassment, your anterior cingulate cortex actually processes social pain from rejection or embarrassment the same way it processes physical pain. So even if realistically you know a pimple is not a reason to flee to Portugal, your body is still trying to catch on. When this little girl had an opinion about my appearance and told me straight to my face, it caught me seriously off guard. We're so used to living our own lives, we forget that we're actively serving a purpose in the experiences of others. It was a serious throwback to the days when I struggled with pretty severe acne, and it was pretty much all I ever thought about. If there was a new skincare product, I probably already bought it. A new way to cover it up, I probably already tried it. I mean, it felt like my nervous system couldn't tell the difference between a new blemish and being dangled over the side of the earth. Not only is it exhausting, but it's emotionally isolating to remain in a state of hyper-awareness 24/7. This constant cycle of stress and paranoia can develop into other mental health disorders. The study mentioned earlier by Dr. Gupta additionally points out that 1 in 3 patients with psoriasis suffer extreme depression and anxiety, with elevated IL-17 and CRP levels in their blood. IL-17 is a pro-inflammatory cytokine, which is basically a chemical agent sent by your body that promotes inflammation as an immune response. CRP is a protein produced by your liver, which is a response to systemic inflammation. Although these chemical agents are essential, they can even inflame your brain. Inflammation of the brain disrupts serotonin pathways, affects mood-regulating areas, and increases levels of neurotoxins. So not only does psoriasis affect literally every part of your body, I mean your heart, eyes, joints, metabolism, the list is infinite. It can even change the way that you act, making you more aware of changes in your body and therefore sprouting new insecurities. However, all this evidence is not justifying you canceling your plans because your skin is acting up. We have our whole lives ahead of us, and Kim, there's people dying. So how do we deal with this constant fear of what others are thinking of our appearance? Respectfully, nobody cares or looks at you as much as you do. Play sports, join activities, do things that you love. Develop your identity so that you never question it when skin issues arise. There is science behind how you feel about a breakout, but the initial response is a feeling, which is temporary. But you and your identity are not temporary. So never let a blemish give you tunnel vision. And if you ever see pink Crocs in your vicinity, make sure you get out of there. Thank you.